as a small scale company, we invest very limited amount of money in terms of research. When, for example, if you want to go out and hire a professional and get it done, very few companies would want to venture and put their money there. Very conscious of where they invest their money. Now, you do a competition analysis on hearsay, with respect to your sales and marketing staff that is going out there, actually on foot, talking to customers, trying to get an understanding of who they are, what they are. Of course, there are many platforms online where you can at least get an understanding of what kind of revenue they're generating. But what I've seen from what the discovery report and the competitor analysis that the Advani group did for us, it was extremely professional. I think if I had to go out and get some information like that, it would cost me a lot of money. It is absolutely important to do a competitor analysis in any market you are in, whichever place you are in. It's a constant thing. I think it has to be done every 8 to 12 months in order to get an insight of where you stand. So it's like a ranking of sorts where you have something to target. I think it is extremely important to get it done, and we have in fact been more aware. Once you have this information, you need to share bits and pieces of it with your people as well in the organization. So once you share that, you are able to, again, it affects the culture of the organization. It brings you together. It's like teamwork. You create a formation where you decide, okay, this is my strategy. This is how we're going to go about it. And everyone and each and every person in the company is rowing in that same direction. I would talk about the company that we sold, as in the previous company. We had a German collaboration for about 25 years. And we came out of that company. So the Indian side was 60%, the Germans were 40%. But because one of the partners wanted to, move out of the company organization, so then we had to sell the Indian component, and we had a 5-year no competition agreement with them. That company today is doing about 65 crores of revenue. Now, mind you, this is a business which is low volume, high margin. It's a customized product. They are tailor-made products. Every application is different, and every design may not change, but the materials could change constantly. Depending, like I said, on the application that we are addressing. Now that company is currently at 65 crores. We are just about going to be hitting the 18 crore mark this year. So the distance that we need to cover is absolutely clear. And there are at least 5 to 6 competitors in this particular product line only. And we are in 3 verticals. So considering that, and I mean, given the competitor analysis that the foundation, the Advani Foundation gave us, we understood that this is the distance we have to cover, and this is the market size that is there. So that's where the benchmarking, happened for us. When there is a culture and a company which is only used to doing 5 crores, 6 crores, 7 crores, in 1920, I wouldn't say 2020, obviously 2021, because that was the year of the pandemic. The year previous to that, we just about touched 9 crores. Today, I'm already at 12 crores, and we have still got 4 months to go. So I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Let us put it that way.
We basically did the competitor analysis for Fainger for about, we compared about 8 competitors for the company. There were some assumptions that he had with respect to some companies, which were kind of corrected after this exercise. Also, he was keen to look at some of the past partners who had worked with the company and how they were doing, what was going right, etc. So there were some insights. I cannot discuss that, but there were some very good insights we got from their financials and from their from whatever human resource data was available on the public domain. But how it helped him is to understand that there is a lot of room to grow. That is one. Secondly, there were things that Fainger was doing really good. So it is kind of validation to the best practices that you have had in the company now. So I mean, even that is required, because only then you can kind of continue to do it. Thirdly, there was some lacuna also that we came across. Like some of the companies were doing some processes, or I would say some financials were better consistently. And that raises the question that, okay, then is there something that we are not doing? So these are the 3 points, I think, which kind of came out from the competitor analysis. And there are some actions that Siddharth has taken with respect to some of these points. One of them being in association with Badwani, we have connected him to an external consultant associated with Badwani, and they are now working with him on a retainership basis right now. And I think the process is going really good.